So yesterday when I went to town for supper, went to the salon and sat down in the chair to get a haircut, and she asked, so how do you want this done? And I said, well, shave my head on the one side and do it nice on top, and then a couple real long pieces on the other side. And yeah, and she says, well, I can't do it, but I can't do that. So I told the wife, well, that's how you did it last time. Anyway, let's find these cows. We're at this one pasture here. Find the cows. Check these girls, make sure they're all healthy. See if we're missing any. And go from there. I don't know where the hell the cow... Oh, there they are. I started calling them and they're coming out of the bush here. Kovash, 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 monkeys! Come on! Up, Kovash, Kovash! Monkeys! I think that's 2-4. See her there, the red one? Here, we'll zoom in. See her there? I think that's 2-4. And that one is, I think that's Heart. Leah named her Heart. See the white on her forehead? She's the shape of a heart. Forget her number. There they come. Kovash, 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 monkeys! Come on! There they come. They're still here. Oh, I didn't bring any oats. I should have brought some oats for them. Make them happy. Give them a reason to come to me when I call them. Kovash! Hey, 2-4. I forgot to bring some oats. I want to try to get a count on them too while we're here. Oh, that haircut feels so nice though. Yeah, that's Heart. 012, that's her number. Kovash! Kovash! Monkeys! Up! Kovash! Kovash! You guys are look pretty good shape. Yeah, I didn't bring any oats for you. I know that's what you want, but hey, girl. Hey, 2-4. There they come. Hiding in the shade or something. How do you guys like this grass out here? It's getting a little brown, even in the A639. Easy. It's getting a little brown from by the like looking from a distance, but it is green down in there. And this is actually, there's a creek just over there. Wow, this is getting pretty crap. There you go. Okay, are you guys all out of the bush now or what? Try to get a count on. 11. Yeah, all the cows are here. There's not that many in this pasture. I probably could have put a few more, but I just, in case it's a dry year, it's not fun running out of grass. How about the calves? Are they all here now? There's a nice sized steer. Hey, girls. It's hard to count them right now. Yeah, they're all here. Nice. There's a nice steer. Heifer. There's another nice black one I seen over here. There it is, up there, I think. Another one there. Those two. They're okay. That black one's small. That's a heifer, that's why. Oh, that's 2-4s. Hey, 2-4. Hey, Heart, what do you think? Well, nothing's limping. 920. Nothing's limping. Everything looks healthy. There's a nice red steer. Pretty thick. He's okay. That one. Okay, well this herd is checked. I checked the salt. They got enough salt for a while, but they'll need some salt here in another week or so probably. Hey girls? Not bad heifer. A little bit of a frozen ear tip there. Okay. Grunty little steer. Oh, that's 2-7 steer. So his mother, she's over there, that red white face cow. That cow in the middle, red white face. That calf we had in the truck when she calved. He got pretty cold. So we put him in the truck, right on the floor with the heat cranked for a couple hours. I think he was in there, 3 hours maybe. Warmed him up and he made her. That's right too. It was him and I forget which other calf that we had to do that with 2 calves at least. Hey cows. Two, 4. You want some oats? I didn't bring any. Forgot. That's why it'd be kind of nice to bring the frickin' feed box truck out here to check them. Trickle some right on the ground with that thing, but I don't like bringing that truck because, you know, it's got that little auger sticking out, that big frickin' box in the back sticking way up. So I'm going down to the in-laws from here. I think I'm gonna go back, do some more harrowing. That's kind of bugging me. I left the one side of that lease road, how the lease road cuts that field right, goes right across. The one side, the smaller side, I left because there's nothing really there to harrow. The other side, I didn't harrow quite a bit of that side, and it's bugging me. I don't know if it'll. I just like to be 100% sure that I'll seed through it, no troubles. And that other side there, I left quite a bit of that not harrowed, and I'm second guessing myself now. So I'm gonna head back down there and take care of that. And then, yeah, we'll head down there right from here with the Uptown truck. So if a guy had the feed box truck, you're driving all the way down, you know what I mean? I just, yeah. 2-4. Hey, no pets today. Well, you guys will like this grass later on, trust me. There's not really much more grass at home. If you're thinking you're going to be going home right away, don't think that. The grass will be better here. Hey, Hart. Anyway, let's roll. And we're down at the in-laws. Figured we may as well come check this canola. Why does it look white? That's not frost. It's got like a white. Jeez, you guys, I think this canola is ready to go. Huh. Like, the stems are still greenish here, but not. It's green tinge right here. But this is right at the gate again. You got to walk out here a little ways to really, you know. I don't really want to walk through here to shell it out. Yeah, like this little bit. Is this even going to matter? This little bit right now? Just this little tiny right here. The rest of the field might be okay. Geez, we might be going on canola here. So I checked my on the calendar when I got home last night or this morning. Green tinge there too. Anyway, this canola down here was sprayed last day of August. Was it? Yeah, this like here, this looks half decent. Like look at this. See? That actually looks half ripe. That's got green tinge. There's still a little bit of a green tinge in here. But a little bit of a tinge is not bad. Oh, there's still green all throughout here. You can see it. Like, I don't understand this frickin' canola straight desiccating. But like this stuff might be, wow, it looks really good right here. I didn't realize it was this tall right here. But anyway, so this harrowing probably only take about an hour. Why don't we go smash that off right now? Just so it doesn't, not in the back of my mind, bugging me for the rest of the fall and the next spring. Like, what if I can't? I don't want to be plugging up, making beaver huts and turning around. I don't think I will, but there's still a chance. Because that field, I kind of forgot about this yesterday when we were harrowing there. That field works so much better to seed it east and west. I was going to do it north and south next year, but it's just, with those lease roads going over, it works the best seeding it east and west. So if I seed it the same direction next year as this year, those sprayer tracks might cause grief. The rest of the field doesn't need to be harrowed. The old Massey chops that straw good enough. You don't have to harrow it for that reason. But it's just the sprayer tracks where the wheat was a little bit taller and that stuff's laying on the ground. If we're seeding that same way, I'm just worried it's going to pile up in the drill and then leave a big beaver hut, and I hate that. So for like an extra hour of harrowing, we're not going to burn a whole lot of diesel. It's not going to cost a whole lot of money to do that now and leave a nice finish for next spring. So why don't we just go do that now, and then I know for 100% I won't have any trouble in that field. And in that other field, on the in-law stuff up the road there, where we left that part of that field unharrowed, that I can seed north and south just as easy as east and west. If not actually better north and south than east and west. So that field is okay to leave unharrowed with the sprayer tracks going the way they're going. We can go right across them next spring. So I'm not worried about that. It's just this other field right here. So why don't we go hammer that harrowing off, jump in the old combine, and take a sample out of this, one of these fields right here. Like this field, no. That field over there. I'll have to zoom in. So see that bush? On the other side of that bush, that field was sprayed last down here at the in-laws canola. So you can see the green towards that pump jack. Oh, where are we here? Come on, camera. Right over there. See that green? That was all gopher kill. All canola killed from the gophers. So we can't even look at that. Like if that's still green and the field's ready to go, I'll just come back to that later or something, and I don't know what I'll do with it, but it'd be nice to run the combine through it and chop everything, whether it's weeds or not, so that it's done. The combine's done down here. I will be bringing the combine back down to the in-laws shop, and we could take care of that later, but then we got to put the header back on the combine from coming back from our farm. So it would be a little bit of a pain to do that stuff later, but we could do it if it is still green versus the rest of the field. You know what I mean? Just the gopher killed spots might have to leave. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's go do that harrowing, come back to the combine, take a test, like, I don't know. So yeah, this canola here, like not the field with the gopher kill, that was sprayed a few days after, or a couple days after this one and this 30-acre field. But this field here and that field there and the test plot, it's been about 11 days since that's been sprayed. So we might be going on canola here right away. If not today, maybe. Well, no, we can't because the peat's still got wheat on it. I gotta get that to the elevator first, so we won't be going on canola today. Maybe tomorrow. Well, let's get that harrowing done. Oh, one thing I should mention, the only way we can get the combine in this field here and that field back there we just walked through a little bit, we have to get through the test plot to get to these other two fields. You know what I mean? So we basically have to combine the test plot first, or at least combine a path through it to get to this field. Get me? Otherwise I'd come to this field first, get a sample out of here, and leave the test plot untouched. Because the way I figure it, if we get more than a hopper off the test plot, more than one full hopper off 7 acres, then it's running 40 years, over 40 years. I really hope it's running better than I'm thinking it's gonna, but time will tell, I guess. Yeah, see, there's some green in there too. I don't know what the. Some of it's dead right, like I don't know. Whatever. Let's go harrowing. Yeah, guys, I don't know. This is probably a waste of time, but you see the sprayer tracks there? Seeding it the same way it's seeded, like seeding it next spring the same way it's seeded now. I just don't want any messes. You know what I mean? It's probably a waste of fuel, probably a waste of time doing this, but whatever. We got we're almost done here, so another half an hour, well, maybe say 45 more minutes and we're done. Big deal. Well, we got that harrowing done. Only took 45 minutes total. Let's go fire up the combine, grab a sample, and see what the elevator says. So we got to bring the combine around here and in between the bins and those trees to get in that test plot field. So we're going to have to move the Massey and the auger. We have to anyway, because there's a load of wheat in that bin the auger's in now. I want to pull right back out and get rid of it. So we'll get the auger and tractor out of the way and get the combine. We'll let the combine warm up. We'll finally move this auger from here over to the bins over there, the hopper bins over there. And get it set up so we can load out of that bin whenever that time comes. We're gonna take that. Okay, got everything out of the way over there. Let's get the combine over to that test plot and combine a little bit. Yeah, it's a tight squeeze through here, but not bad, I guess. This side, that junk pile there, it's gonna lift the header all the way up. It's not bad. See? And squeeze through here, put her back down. That tree there is kind of leaning this way. Squeeze right through there. Perfect. Okay. I know what we'll do. You know what we'll do? I know what we'll do. What we'll do is combine a path from here to that corner of the little test plot right over there. That way it'll leave us a trail out of here into that next couple fields over that way. If for some reason this is too green right along the tree line here, you know, I don't think it'd be much different, but we'll just combine a path right to that corner. There's a low spot right here, so it should give us a pretty good indication of what this stuff's testing when we do that short little pass. Then we'll grab I got a bag, sample bag. We'll just scoop it out of the combine hopper. Whatever's in the combine hopper we'll leave in there for the time being. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, I gotta set this thing to low range on the rotor there since we're in canola now. Yeah. And then I gotta make all the fan adjustments and all that kind of stuff. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I got her set close enough. We're not gonna do a drop or anything. We'll just combine a bit to get a sample. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna pick a lower gear. There. Yeah, we'll just combine enough to get a sample and see what that's telling us. Then we'll just make a goofy pass right across the field, like weird. Oh, she looks decent here. Wow. What's coming in the hopper yet? Oh yeah. What's the moisture saying? Who knows how close that is though, right? Because now we're in canola, not wheat. I think it was like 2 points higher. The combine was showing 2 points higher than it actually was in the wheat, so who knows? We'll see what the elevator says and go from there. And then we'll take that load of wheat to the elevator at the same time as they test this sample, and 2 birds with 1 stone. Boom. Yeah, we're just about there. There should be enough of it. Oh yeah. Frick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, lift the reels up. Holy frick. Perfect. Look at the friggin' weeds in here. Oh my. Holy crap. Oh yeah, there's tons of canola in the hopper. Grab a sample, and then if we have to, we could dump that in the bush for what's there. I'd rather not do that, but we could. I'm just saying we could. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna combine right through this garbage, chop this up to give us a nice path right through here, because I have to come this way with the peat as well to haul the grain out of here, you know. There's no other way out of it. Well, the lease road, but that lease road onto the county road is too steep and sharp. I went out there one time and it twisted the truck, and it was ugly. I ain't going out there again. There, now we got a nice path to those other fields back there. There's one 30-acre field right here, and that other field back in the corner. I don't know, this looks pretty green right here. I don't know, but that doesn't really tell you much. One spot of green ain't gonna, like, we're not gonna wait for this little spot to ripen up when the whole field's ready, you know. Let's go back to the yard. I'll grab a scoop with that bag, and then we'll head her to the elevator, and I'll talk to you guys after that. Back at the in-laws. So, what do you think this canola tested for moisture? Frick! Before I forget, have you guys heard of the song "Still a Monster" by Serenity Soul Music? Holy frick! I come across it last night scrolling. Was it TikTok or Instagram or something? Holy, it's a good song. Anyway, check it out. "Still a Monster" by Serenity Soul Music. So, what do you think this canola tested for moisture? And greens, what do you think? To be honest, I had no idea what it was going to test. I didn't think it was going to test dry, but it did. 9.8 moisture and 0.4 greens. So I put a target in for some canola at Cargill. The target hit. Not very much. It's not big money for this target, but I gotta move it. Like I've told you guys before, I got how many hundreds of thousands of dollars I gotta come up with to pay for all this stuff, so I have to sell it. It'd be nice to keep some sell in December kind of thing, but, and I will. I'm not going to sell every bushel right now off the combine, but I'm so nervous about binning this canola when it's got that green leafy chaff in there. That makes me so nervous, especially with these bins. There's no aeration on them. They're small bins though, so if it's going in there cool, if the grain is cool going in, might be okay. But I really don't want to find out the hard way that it's heated garbage now and you got to sell it for half the price of what you would have got. So I'm going to say most of this canola down at the in-laws, if not all of it, I don't think it's going to yield very good with that gopher damage, sandy land. But then the wheat surprised me, so I don't know. But most of this canola down here is probably going to get sold right off the combine. But for today, as weird as it sounds, we're not going to be combining canola. I got this other load of wheat I want to get to Cargill before I start canola. So we'll load up the peat tonight and take it tomorrow morning because they're closed now. Take it tomorrow morning, come back and get this combine set for canola tomorrow. I'm not going to bother doing that today. Get her dialed in, hopefully get her dialed in to about 3 mile an hour is what I'm hoping to be doing for speed. Last year, all I could do, and every other year, was 2 miles an hour. That's it. Hopefully, I'll figure some shit out with it a little bit better this year and pick up that ground speed some. But let's get this peat loaded with wheat, empty out that bin, and then we'll have 2 hopper bins down here free for some canola if we do want to put some canola in there. So let's get her loaded. I'm gonna leave this down here tonight. Yeah, leave the peat down here tonight. Go home in the uptown truck, come back down tomorrow in the service truck, because we'll probably be combining tomorrow afternoon, so that'll work. Well, let's go check another herd of cows tonight, or this afternoon. Holy crap! It's like close up to supper time by the time I just go home from here, down from the in-laws to our place, or my place. Wife's got supper ready, so I'm gonna go home for something to eat, and I'll meet you out at the one pasture there of Reds, where Juicy is after supper. Well, it is now after supper. Just got out to this pasture here with all the Reds, with all the pets. Pets out here, Juicy, pretty cow. Who else? I forget who else is out here. Let's go take a look. Yeah, there sure ain't much grass here. They're getting this nibbled down right to nothing. Now there's like little bit right here, you know, a few tufts of taller stuff that they'll pick at for a while yet, but you know, like right here, they got that grazed right down to like a golf green. And that just stunts it for next year. If we get another dry year next year, wow, I'll have to just put less cows out here if I'm still farming next year. There's a pretty cow. Hey, pretty cow. I haven't seen these girls for quite a while either. I just about count them all. Just I go up on high ground up there, say, and just kind of look down, count all animals, and see if they're all here. Where's Pat? Hey, Pat. Right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go on high ground, see if I can count them quickly before they all walk over to me. Just got a good count. They're all here, so that's good. I don't see nothing limping. I don't see nothing sick looking. They all look healthy to me, but we'll go through them a little closer. Like, there's not a lot of grass left out here, but you know, look at the thistle coming in there. Look at buckbrush. Every time I come out here, I always say to myself, yeah, I gotta do something with this land. Every time, and then in the end I back out of it because these 2 great big frickin' hills, this one and this one right behind us. I know the old 9380 ain't gonna pull that drill up that hill. There's no way. Or this one right here. Like, or what if a guy just farmed around it? That's easier said than done though, right? Because you got to turn around somewhere. And you're somewhere along the line, you're going to be turning around facing downhill, and that's dangerous. All that weight of that cart pushing down when you're turning around down, it'll push that frickin' drill, jackknife it, bust the hitch off. Like it's oh, it's so rough in here. Either way, I'm not doing nothing with this land this fall. I know that. Even the old cart I had, hey Pat, even the old cart I had, 440 bushel cart, would have had trouble pulling it up there loaded, you know? Like that's a big hill. Hey Pat. Want some pets? Frickin' flies. I should bring some silence out here and give you a squirt since you're so calm. Such a nice, quiet cow, eh, Pat? But yeah, like one of the rocks right here. Holy, it's like a buried rock pile or what? But yeah, like this hill right here. Hey, cows. Like I know the old stagger would not pull that drill up this hill. And their trouble is they're such big hills, like way around over to there. And then this one, that one's not too bad right there, but this one, way around over there, that's a lot of driving up, seeding down, driving up, seeding down, driving up, seeding, you know what I mean? I don't want to be doing that every spring. Even though there is guys in the area that do that, even though they have the big 620 quad, 950 cart, 66-foot drill, they have to seed down the hill. They don't have a choice. I always said I don't want to be that guy, but at the same time, something should get done with this land. Look at the thistle down here. They won't eat thistle standing, but if you swath that, or, cut it, discmore or whatever, cut it, dry it, bale it, they'll eat that in the winter, believe it or not. Thistle. Canada thistle. They don't like it standing. Like that. Look at the flies. Cows look good. There's a nice steer. The blaze red there. She's okay. Not the best heifer calf. Narrow. There's Pet's calf. She'll probably get kept just because it's off Pet. Yeah, he's probably one of the biggest ones out here, that blaze red. What else we got out here? I mean, they all look fairly decent, but there is some smaller ones out here. Oh, look at the rainbow. Is that rainbow showing up? Yeah. Huh. Looks like it's raining, a little rain shower right over there. Yeah, like this hill right here ain't bad. I'm sure I could go up this one on this side. Now that I look at it from this angle. It's not that steep right here, but that one is. I know for a fact I wouldn't pull up that. I need one of those angle finder things or whatever for what degree that is. I think there's an app on the phone you can get, but whatever. Well, there's Juicy. Hey, Juicy. See, there's still grass here. They'll pick at all this, They're not starving, but they are getting it trimmed down pretty good with no rain for this long. Hey, Juicy. I don't have no oats for you. I didn't bring no oats either. But yeah, like this hill is huge. What to do. Hey, Juicy. Well, I already said I'm not doing nothing with this pasture this fall since cattle prices are good. I would have to downsize the herd again if I break this up because we don't have any other pasture we can put them, right? And even if we fertilize the other pastures, there's just nowhere else to put them. I'd have to sell a few more, or I don't know. You know what we should do? Next spring when I go to seed this field right on the other side of the electric fence there, I should just sneak in here with the drill, because there won't be cows in here at the time of seeding. Sneak in here with the drill, put it in the ground and see if I can go up this. Even though it's grass. Those shanks probably won't even go in the ground though. This ground will be so hard. I had a tough time breaking up like the other side of the electric fence in this half section. I had a heck of a time breaking that up the one fall. It was pretty dry though, mind you, but I had to travel over it, I don't know how many times to get those sods to break apart. They just would not, it wouldn't break up. Then again, that was using our spikes in the cultivator, and I didn't have that Mandaco twister vertical till unit yet. I just used the spikes on the cultivator and then rented a Pro Till style disc. But it wasn't a Pro Till, it was the K-Lines version of Pro Till. It did not work very good. All the discs in a row lined up at the front like that, being the spacing they are, whatever it was, it just plowed sods. If you weren't careful and paying close attention, you'd start plowing sods, and I left a big piles of sod. You have to circle around and around and around and try to level it out afterwards if you didn't catch that when it started plowing, you know. I had a heck of a time fighting with that. But I never did use the Wishick out here. If I rented that Wishick, there's a decent heifer. Brockle Red right there. She's okay. Well, there's Bucky. He was a little bottle feeder for a while until Pretty Cow laid on her calf or whatever she did. We bottle fed him for a while, and then Pretty Cow lost her calf, so we put him onto her, and she took him right away, and he looks good now. Hey, Bucky. But yeah, I was saying if I did break this up, I would rent that Wishick and come in here with that, hit it 3 times. Hit this 3 times, and then hit it with that vertical till unit again, like I did last fall on that breaking. It worked really good. Didn't even spray it out. And if I was going to break this, I would purposely put too many cows in here. Try to time it so that they graze it right down to nothing just before harvest starts, kind of thing, and break it up before harvest, and let them graze it right down to like so that the whole field's like this. Let them graze it down to like that, and that Wishick would break that up no problem. I think that's what I would do. I wouldn't bother spraying it out. Well, that rainbow just got brighter. I've tried it every which way you can think. I haven't tried a plow yet, but I don't know. I don't think a plow would even go in the ground. Guess I shouldn't say that. I've never ever used a plow anywhere, so maybe it would. But I ain't gonna go buy a plow either. Well, oh, you guys, girls look good. Look at that rainbow now, holy. What else can we do to kill the day? I'm not going back down to the in-laws now. Oh, I gotta head her to the farm. Service truck's at the farm. I gotta put the Suregain drop pan in the service truck. Where's the hand sieves? Oh, I think they're in the combine for canola. So that's okay. We got all that. I just need the drop pan itself before I forget it. So I'll take the service truck tomorrow down there. It just makes sense. Yeah, you know, this hill right here isn't that bad. Just this one. Or maybe it won't be that bad, because if the guy's coming down here, by the time you're halfway up that side, the frickin' air cart's still back here pushing you up. If only it would work like that. Well, let's go around. I know I've showed you guys before, but either that or just do some kind of pasture rejuvenation out here. Start giving it a bunch of fertilizer every spring. Find somebody with a disc drill. Direct seed some fresh grass or alfalfa, or I don't know, something in here to rejuvenate this pasture. You could do that too. And then leave it as pasture. Anyway, let's head her to the farm. Holy frig, boys, this canola's ripening up pretty decent, actually. But the canola, like, there's only a couple days or 3 days difference, I think, from the canola down at the in-laws to the canola up, all the canola up at our farm. I think 3 to 4 days difference by when I got it all sprayed. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. Because by the time I get up to our canola at our farm here, like not maybe this field, but the next field after this one, the canola might be so friggin' dry by then. But well, what do? If you if you swathed all your canola, it's gonna be the same thing. So I sprayed her all, and I'm hoping by the time we get to the end of our canola this year, it's ripe. You know what I mean? There's no green stems by the time I get to the last of the canola this year. That's what I'm hoping. Let's go crack open a few pods while we're here anyway. And this stuff almost looks like it's ready to go. Geez, we might be rolling on canola right tomorrow and non-stop till we're done. This looks pretty ripe. Let's take a look. Just don't touch that electric fence. I just felt the raindrop. It did. It was raining just over there. There's that rainbow still there. There's a little bit of a cloud right there. That's why it got so windy at our place. We're having supper and sitting at the dinner table looking at the backyard trees just a whipping. Oh, maybe not. This one's not quite. Is it? No. Well, there's nothing in there. Huh. Yeah, that's like, holy. Just listen to it. You can hear it. That's dry. See that tiny piece there on the top? Yeah, that one. That's basically pepper. Dried right up. Worthless. This is in a low spot right here too, by the way. But yeah, it's still pretty green. You know, like this one's ripening up. This is ripening. This is still green down here though. Look at that moisture in there still. Still lots of moisture in there when you put that through your combine. That's, well, it oils everything up too. Yeah, look at how green it is inside there. It's even greener in here. Holy. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious to see what the seed tests for moisture by the time we get here with the combine, which will be probably a week and a half from now. Or a week. I don't know how long it'll take before we get here, but. And oh, look at that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to yield, but I sure hope it surprises me in a good way. Looks decent, but those pods are quite high up the plant before they start potting or whatever. Anyway, I've looked at this canola enough. It's just going to need more time, I think, for the plant itself to ripen up. The seed's ready to go, but plant needs more time to dry down. Just going up the driveway at our farm here, and geez, you know, we could spray this field right in front of the bale yard there. That's getting pretty green and tall. That volunteer barley coming back. It's a little breezy right now though. Not bad, I guess. Maybe tomorrow morning we could do that. Spray this field, and yeah, that field too, where the barley was, is getting. Growing, man, it's tall. Why is it so tall already? Holy. Alright, I just put the sugar grain drop pan in the service truck, and we got the hand sieves in the combine for canola. and everything else we need should be in the combine to do a drop tomorrow to get that combine set for canola. Before it gets dark, let's run out to the heifers here and see how they're doing with the couple butcher steers there. And by then it'll be dark. Oh geez, the old bulls. Gonna need some feed here right away. Well, we'll have time to do that. I mean, there's no big rush to get on the canola with all those green stems still, so. But I think we'll dip in the canola tomorrow, and then the bulls can eat that down a little bit more. And we'll have to fill them feeders in the next, I don't know, few days, I guess. Oh, heifers are right here. Hey, girls. Are they all here? Hey, girls. Hey, Jimmy. That's Jimmy right there. One of the butcher steers. That's the other butcher steer. And that's a cow in with these heifers. Are they all here? Yeah, they're all here. Hey, girls. That heifer doesn't look very good with the frozen ears. Oh shit. They're gonna get out. Crap. I left that gate open. Son of a crap. Now I got fencing to do. I don't know what spooked them. They ran right through the fence back into the other side here. Like way out in this little tiny pasture here. They were in that corner. I was chasing them up. Well, not chasing them, but just moving them up this way slowly. Spooked, ran through that fence. There's another fence to block the trees off. Ran through the first fence, ran through the second fence. What the hell got into them? Frickin' heifers. Well, I ain't fencing in the dark, so. We'll fix that tomorrow morning, I guess. I guess that concludes today's video. What a shitty way to end the day. Gotta go fencing now. I'm sure they broke wires. Like, the one ran right through both fences like it wasn't even there. I don't know what got into him. I just drove up in behind him to coax him around the other way to back towards the gate there and right through the fence. The one and the other one tried to go through the fence, the first fence, didn't make it. So stretch the wires all to hell there. What got into them all of a sudden to just start running? I mean, like, whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll probably see you tomorrow.